What a scene, a spectacle, a cavalcade of dancing lights trying to hype this crowd into a frenzy, and it's working because they know what a huge matchup is in store. Welcome everyone to the home of the Arizona State Sun Devils, Mountain America Stadium in Tempe. As we'll see the number 23 team in the country, the TCU Horned Frogs, taking on the winners of 4 straight, the Arizona State Sun Devils. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. The Horned Frogs will get us started with the opening kickoff. And it'll come out to the 25, no attempt at a return. So Arizona State's offense will go on the attack first. The give to the tailback. He couldn't get it to the corner as this defense opening things up with a big play.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Looking to throw, it's Levin. Fires left. Picked off, and the opening drive is stuck with an interception. He was trying to get that return going. Instead, he'll hand it to his offense at the 38. Looking for a crease, it's Barnes. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. They're dealing with a second and long. Back to pass. Oh, looked upfield too soon and dropped the football, and it'll be third down. Quarterback stands alone, all wide receivers. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Touchdown, Horned Frogs! They won it all, and that is exactly what they got. They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now and again.
Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, Arizona State.
They've got the big fellas out there, a 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. Now they'll run it on the toss. There he goes! An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. Back to throw, it's Levin. Rushes on him. Hit as he throws. This is the kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season, that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player, you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged. But when you got an early season challenge like this, all the adrenaline, all the juice, you're ready to rock and roll.
I love this. We've had this game circled for a long time because we learn a lot in these types of games. What are these teams about? Which conferences are better? You're going to get a lot of answers today.
3rd and short now. They snap it from their own 46. From the gun, wants to pass. Quick completion on the out. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
And he was off target there, but I tell you what, I'll expect to see more of that. They do a really good job in this offense of getting the running back the football in the passing game. Just let him make plays, let him be a difference maker, ball getting to him in space. So I expect we'll see more of that throughout this game.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. Strong pass rush, gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked 1 time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. The ball is out behind the line. Offense scoops it up and still going.
Well, the offense is able to avoid disaster right there. Problem is they fumbled it, but thankfully they were able to jump back on and not have a turnover.
The ball hits at the 5, and it'll go into the end zone for a touchback. TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. The give to the running back from the shotgun. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Dropping back, it's Hoover. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down.
We know this guy's a weapon, not just taking handoffs, but he can catch the ball too. That play, not so much. You got to do a better job reeling it in.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. He's got him. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first. And the Horned Frogs will line up to punt it away. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. He'll take it on the return. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. First play of this drive will start from the 31-yard line. The give from the gun. Not much he could do there. Does pick up 2 to the 34. We've reached the break, and TCU is holding the lead. We've put 1 in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. They flipped into the field, and we're ready to play. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with 2nd down. Gives it on the option. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
just think such a big part of this offense is being physical and establishing the run game. They haven't had a lot of success offensively early in this one, and that's why right there, they're not able to get this guy going yet. That's got to change as this game goes on.
Scanning the field, it's Levin. Escapes trouble. Wisely avoids the tackle with the slide. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. A couple of yards shy of the first down marker, but they've decided this is 4-down territory. The offense still on the field. And they can't connect, and the gamble does not work out.
Aggressive. You want to be aggressive. You want to take chances, and you tell your team about it all week, and you come out and you get an opportunity in the first half to go for it on fourth down. You shot your shot. The problem is now you put your defense in a bad situation early in this game where you're going to have to try to find a way to get a stop and create some momentum.
And the completion to the sideline, a solid pickup, but not enough for the first down. When you have a conference as deep and balanced as this Big 12 is, it's important to get off to a quick start in conference play.
Yeah, you're going to be challenged each and every week here in the Big 12 Conference. Since they've expanded, the quality of this conference has gotten so much better. So, David, big challenge here to make sure mentally your mind is right starting the season off today.
Yeah, I mean, to make your dreams come true, it starts one game at a time, the old cliche. But the Big 12, year in and year out, so many different teams that can beat you, so many different teams that can put points up on the scoreboard. Got to start fast in Big 12 play.
To the air on first down. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33. This Mike backer showing some versatility. Think he always just has to stay home and play the run? He's bringing the pass rush that time.
No, this ain't old school football anymore, Reese. These guys got to be so athletic, and you see them blitz and run games and all the different things they can do aside from making the calls and being the communicator on defense. These guys are as versatile as it gets.
Looking downfield, it's Hoover. Snagged in the middle, it's Barnes. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
On third down, he drops to throw. Gets rid of it. With the catch, it's McAllister. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. And now on fourth down, they'll try a field goal. From the left hash, he'll try to bend in a 37-yarder. And he kept that one just straight enough to graze inside the left upright. And that will extend their lead even further. So the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away after putting up a field goal. Let's see what the defense can do. Arizona State has the ball back and the offense making its way onto the field. We'll see if that failed fourth down in their own end last time, David, sort of curbed some of the aggressiveness.
Well, you hear about it all the time in football. Go for it. Be aggressive. The problem is when you get stopped, sometimes it puts you in a hole. And, Jesse, now the offense has to come out and respond.
They were real disappointed not getting that first down. You can see it on the sideline. So let's just see if that's kind of galvanized them a little bit here to go make a statement and get some points.
Well, will they dial up on second and a long way to go? They'll move the wide receiver. Misfired on first down, back to the air on second. Got a man, it's Moss. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. They've made third down offense a key. It'll be tested on third and long from the 28. Back to pass, it's Levin. Back open in the middle. Still on his feet at the 40. Solid work and execution there. They'll have a first down as they mark it at the 40.
Really great job by the running back there on the angle route on third down. He sold it as if he was running to the flat, and at the last second put his foot in the ground.
Trying to burn this defensive back. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play.
It just looks to me like the offense is starting to get a little bit impatient, right, guys? They haven't scored in this game yet, and all of a sudden now they're taking shots down the field and they're trying to make it happen. But the defense, they have been lights out. They force another incompletion.
Here's a heat. Nothing to do with the football, and he just throws it away. It'll be third down.
We just have not seen this offense look very sharp so far in this game, running or throwing it. In the second half, throwing it specifically, I think they need to find a better rhythm. They've got to find a way to get some completions strung together.
Wide open downfield. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
Yeah, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmys and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
And a lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays. But sometimes you're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football overly well. But if you continue to run it, you can at least create some balance. You at least have the threat of it. Otherwise, you're just...
And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona State.
That's exactly what this offense needed to do. You talk about answering at the right time, right before the half, close this gap, create some momentum, go into the half, put something together, try to come out with your hair on fire and win this second half.
He'll take the return, try to get better field position. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. They've got time, they've got the lead, and David is sort of like a doctor. First, do no harm.
Do no harm, but also momentum is hard to create and sometimes hard to stop. You have it, so Jesse, don't do anything stupid to create some momentum for the other side.
I think a lot of this comes down to your quarterback and whether or not he's making good decisions in this game. If yes, be aggressive. If not, let's just take the lead into halftime and get ready for the second half.
The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half. The Horned Frogs in a good spot here with second and short. To the air, it's Hoover. Fires deep on the run. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on second down, but third down's coming up.
When you make big plays for your quarterback in the game, you catch a touchdown pass, he's going to look your way again, often, downfield like they did right there, but give the defense credit, forcing an incompletion.
Bringing the heat. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. They boot it away. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the Oak. So first play of the drive coming here from their own 49. Leaves it with the back. They'll pick up 4, second and 6 coming. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Back to throw, and they've got to be aware of the clock. Pass falls incomplete, and there are still 3 seconds left.
I love it. I'm never of the mindset, take a knee, go to the half, whatever, man. If I can try to find an opportunity to put some points on the board, I'm going to try to do it. I like the offense chucked it up.
Going for it all. The pass falls incomplete, and that's how we'll finish this half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, who's got a better seat there today in Tempe than you do? And And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today. And with that, let's send it back to Frank Cush Field inside Mountain America Stadium.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. They go to work in the third quarter with the lead, but they have had a little trouble keeping their quarterback upright.
Yeah, and you have the lead, you're positive, but the offensive line coach is definitely going to be upset. And the offensive coordinator, listen, I don't want my guy...
Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. And the explosive play, and they're on the move all the way to the 44. And the Horned Frogs headed quickly to the line.
What a phenomenal job in the open field, breaking off the long run, and they're not going to just take their time and huddle up to get the next play called. They're right back at the line of scrimmage, going tempo.
Another incompletion, and I've said that a lot, and these teams are just struggling. I mean, the offense just doesn't know what to do. Nothing's working, ground game, throw game. It's kind of been a rock fight on both sides.
Catch in the middle, it's Barnes. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there. Still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. The Horned Frogs come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Tough sledding in there. Picks up a couple, but still needs 2 more on 4th down. And for the second time tonight, they'll trot out the field goal kicker. And he's going to have to get into this football. This is a 53-yard attempt. It's good. They double their lead up to 6 here in the 3rd quarter.
Well, that kid just showed off his hammer for a leg, 50-plus, and he did it with ease.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. This drive opens up at the 23-yard line. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. And he's got enough for the first down. They'll mark it at the 34. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
And the offense with a nice run, breaks off a little bit of run, gets a first down. Oh, and here they go again. First down, you've seen this. They like to go fast.
And the Sun Devils can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Gives it on the option. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down.
We'd love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
The Sun Devils have it with a 1st and 10. Direct snap. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Pulls it in. It's Hamilton. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
QBs, when you see zone coverage, man, can you manipulate defense when you have a good pocket and you've got time to throw. He had a little bit of time to throw. You can move guys with your eyes. That drag comes wide open. Good throw, good catch, first down.
Got it in the middle. It's Hamilton. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great way to mark.
He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. And the Sun Devils want to crank the tempo. Back to throw, it's Levitt. Gets open down the middle. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. Inside the 15, first and 10 from the 14. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. Tight end finds a soft spot. He wrestles him down at the 3 after the grab. It'll be first and goal.
That just really nice catch by the big tight end, throwing those mitts up there, catching the football.
The Sun Devils have it with a first and goal. Gonna look downfield again. Touchdown, Sun Devils! Fitted in the window for the score.
How about that drive they just put together to tie this football game up? That is exactly what we talked about in the half. Like, coaches circled them up. First drive, set the tone, tie this ball game up. That is great execution out of halftime.
Yeah, David, it looked like they really had a good plan, too. Obviously made some adjustments there at halftime, things that they would come out and try to attack this defense with, and it looks like they found something here, and that is a perfect way to start the second half. Now an opportunity here to take the lead.
TCU will send its offense back onto the field. You want to talk about having a weapon to bail out a drive? David, that's why kickers are so important after that long field goal.
And listen, important is a relative term. We need to make longer passes and get better gains so we don't have to kick long field goals, Palmer, again on offense.
And they've got the weapons to do that, David. They just got to be able to dial those plays up. Guys have to be able to make them one-on-one to make life easier on this kicker, who is so important to this team.
And it'll be a pickup of 9. They're facing a 3rd and 1.
So surprised we have not been calling this guy's name more. He's one of the best tight ends in the country, but give the defense credit. They have had an outstanding game plan limiting him so far. That's only his second catch.
It's a seam wide open. He was off to the races, and maybe another step or two and he would have scored, but they get him at the 21-yard line.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
Fires to the wideout. He caught it. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down. That's the end of the quarter, and Arizona State has the lead. They're sitting in a strong position here with the lead. Let's take a look at our game summary. Here comes the 4th. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. For 6. Touchdown, TCU! And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the 4th.
And some of these guys make it look so easy, but these are tight windows down here, man. There's not a lot of space in the field, and he drops back, knows exactly where he's going with the football, throws it in there, makes the play, and more importantly, now his team is in the lead in the 4th quarter.
They put together a 5-play, 75-yard drive. It was capped off by a 1-yard touchdown pass. It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Arizona State has the ball back in the offense, making its way onto the field. They're in a precarious spot here, that lofty perch in the rankings, hanging in the balance unless they can do something to save themselves here. Looking to throw, it's Levitt. Gonna take a shot. He's got it down the left. He's loose. Touchdown, Arizona State. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Really nice job working the route, getting himself open, and he's able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And he knocks it through for the tie here in the 4th quarter. Looking for blockers. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Off the play fake on first down. Got out of trouble and throws. Finds his tight end. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Picked up some yardage with that completion. Now second down. Wants to go up top. Catch in the middle. It's McAllister. Brought down at the 31 after a pickup of 10 yards on that one.
Slants are very tough to cover, but they become way tougher when you got a big body wide receiver like that. It's almost like basketball where he's boxing you out. He gets inside real quick, uses that big body to shield you off, and even if you're playing man-to-man, you just got to get him on the ground and try to disrupt him some way.
Got it set up on the outside. At midfield, he's got room. And he's brought down after a huge completion. And the Horned Frogs will hustle to the line.
And one of the things I love about this running back is his versatility. He's not just good running the football, but he can catch it as well, and he can make things happen with the ball in his hands. Nice job by the quarterback, getting through the progression, getting it out to his guy, and he does the rest, and that generates a huge play.
And nice job by the defense staying glued to him, getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football, knowing he's a threat. I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the defense.
Looking for a man. It's Hoover. Under fire. Right on the money. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
Well, the defense did a nice job taking everything away down the field, but once the drag route was caught, they just couldn't rally to the ball carrier in time to make a tackle, and as a result, new set of downs.
The Horned Frogs getting set on 1st and 10. Run in the red zone. It's Barnes. Got enough space. They'll finally get him stopped at the 1-yard line. What a run there.
First down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big gain.
A first down run on the doorstep. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
And this offense knew coming into the game, when they get to the red zone, it's going to be tough sledding because it's hard to run, especially against this physical defense. They're one of the top 5 defenses stopping the run. And you know at this area of the field, it's really...
Touchdown, Horned Frogs! They move on top here in the 4th. They'll try to add another to their lead.
This running back was not going to be denied. Nice blocking up front to create a hole for this running back, and he was able to take advantage.
The extra point is good, and now in the 4th, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll start this drive going to the air. He'll throw it. Just a short pass to the tight end. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and time is of the essence for this offense to get things done. Still some work to do after that last completion at second down. To the air, it's Levitt. Caught, close to the marker, it's Udo. He'll walk and weave his way all the way up to the 45 before going out of bounds. He knew exactly what they needed there, made the play, and got out of bounds to stop the clock.
And you got to keep this turbo mode on, right? We got to keep going fast. The clock's running down. 4th quarter, need a score. Great execution to get the first down. We need a lot more of this on this drive.
And he can't get it off. Taken down. What a huge play this late in the game. And the Sun Devils now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Second down, they'll go to the air. Throws to the wideout. Not in lockstep there with the receiver.
And this defense taking matters into their own hands. First down, you get the sack. Second down, you force the incompletion. Now sitting at 3rd and long, you got them in their own territory. Big opportunity for this defense to shut this offense down right now.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there.
And now with that play, for this offense, it's got to have it time. I'm going for it on 4th down. Obviously, a field goal does nothing. But I got 3 timeouts, and that is a good thing. Because I have those in my pocket, I can attack the whole field. I just got to focus in on the yardage to get this 4th down and move the sticks.
Desperate to convert, and he'll throw it. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. And they finally make the tackle, but this will be a pretty easy conversion for this offense. They convert the 4th down, but back to the line with no time to waste. Looking downfield on 1st down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Udo. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. Going up top again. Lets it fly deep downfield. And to the end zone. Touchdown, Sun Devils!
And in this situation now, if you're on offense, what do? Do you kick the extra point, tie it, and hope for overtime? Or are you aggressive? Do you decide to go for 2 right here and see if you can take the lead with just seconds left in the game?
They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. On the move from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. There's enough time to get the ball down the field here, David, but you've got to make sure you're efficient and avoid mistakes.
Yeah, those 2-minute drills, you always talk about the first down, Jesse. Get that first down.
He'll off one deep down the left side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Biggest drive of the game coming up right now as this team tries to win it in regulation. Looking for a man. It's Hoover. Fires to the big fella. He gets across the 20-yard line. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 23.
Well, a nice completion there, finding the tight end. And what's so beautiful about that is while they didn't get the first, they were able to pick up enough yards now to make the 3rd down manageable, really putting this offense in a good position.
Pressure coming. And he just flat missed him. Sometimes you see a guy, he's open, and you try to baby it too much, and it was a bad throw. And the Horned Frogs send out the punt unit. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return. Gets a little bit of ground for the offense. First snap of this drive will come from the 46. Quarterback making checks. He'll start this drive firing. Got it in the middle. It's Udo. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Offense will use a timeout with 28 ticks remaining. Got some of the work done on 1st. Now let's see what they have on 2nd down. Back to throw, and he needs to make a play. Blasted as he lets it go.
And I'm so interested to see how this young man responds, man. Like, he has been really good all game long. Put up some big numbers, but now it's prime time. It's a big moment. Can he step up in this spotlight, make a big drive, make a big play for his team to maybe go win this football game?
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that 3rd down right there. When it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You've got to be able to make that play.
He makes the fair catch just outside his own 10 at the 11-yard line. Opening play of this drive comes from the 12-yard line. On the run, it's Barnes. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. The defense uses a timeout, and we are down to 11 seconds left to play. They'll run the off-tackle play here. Makes a man miss. Coming out, attacking from deep in their own end, and they're out at the 26 with the 1st down. Well, guys, let's play some more. Headed to overtime.
And this just feels right. Both of these teams going back and forth. So, of course, David, this thing needs to get decided in OT.
Let's see who's better. Short amount of time to do it. A couple possessions, probably, maybe one possession each. Who's the better team?
All right, guys, so here we go in overtime. And just to refresh everyone's memory, alternating possessions starting on the opponent's 25.
And it's so nice to be on defense first, just to set the tone, to understand what you need. Try to hold them to a field goal. The offense knows they can do their job to go out and get a win. Just 2 possessions, Palmer. Like, you got to be at your best.
Yeah, and I love the new rules, too, because in the third overtime possession, it goes to alternating 2-point plays. Back and forth. Who's got anything left in the tank here in OT?
They'll snap it from the 25 here on first down. Here's the handoff. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And you can tell that play went nowhere from the start.
It was definitely a great play by that defender.
Oh, yeah, he got the backfield so quick, the running back had absolutely no chance.
Backed up now, here's second and long. Wants to throw. It's Hoover. He's got his man. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on it.
The Horned Frogs are at the line looking to convert on third and short. They'll run it. It's Barnes. He's got enough. It'll be a first down. They've got it at the 12.
Running the ball in OT, and a nice job by the ball carrier, finding his lane, finding his hole, putting his foot in the ground, and getting upfield.
Looking to throw on first down. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Touchdown, TCU! They take the lead here in overtime. Now to push the lead to 7 in overtime.
You know, quarterbacks and receivers, they develop confidence and chemistry as the game goes on. These two right now are definitely on the same page.
And the extra point is good. They know what's in front of them. They have to answer that score with a touchdown. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Floating away. Just gets rid of the football. Nobody to throw it to. It'll be second down.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another day.
Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Might be calling a hot route. Back to pass, it's Levin. This one's complete. He'll go out of bounds. They'll mark him at the 16.
QB, excellent location on that throw. Out route against man coverage, you cannot miss. If you throw that behind, that might be a pick 6. So nice job by the quarterback with his accuracy.
Trying to pick it up on the ground. And that'll not only be a first down, it'll be first and goal from the 7. First and goal as they try to answer with a touchdown of their own. They'll keep it on the ground for first and goal. He just kept those big, powerful thighs churning, but he'll be knocked down at the 1. Looking for just 1 more yard. It's second and goal. Running play to the left, looking for the end zone here. Touchdown, Arizona State! They got it in, and now an extra point away from the tie.
First off, really impressed by how physical this guy is still running the ball this late in the game. And now it's decision time. You want to play it safe, kick the extra point, or are you feeling aggressive to go for 2 points?
And I think this is all about how you feel about your defense and how you feel about this game extending. Do I have a chance? Do I have better players? Am I more fatigued? Like, all this has to come into account because you got a chance right now with 1 play to win this football game.
The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. They need this extra point to send it to double overtime. Well, you could draw a line in the middle and he would have hit that thing. One extra period didn't get it done, and we start the second OT. Back to throw, it's Levin. Oh, they're after him. And not much going on downfield. You just get rid of it and live to play another down.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there, I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds as long as it passes the line of scrimmage. We go on to the next down. No harm, no foul.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Complete to the left. And they make the connection, and he's got it at the 10-yard line, set up with a red zone opportunity.
He's been a matchup problem all season long. Defenses just don't know how to solve the puzzle. And with that last catch, over 500 yards receiving now on the year for him.
This thing has been back and forth now. First and goal as they try to take the lead in overtime number 2 with the run on first and goal. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Looking to fire. He wants it all. Touchdown, Sun Devils! Got it in to take the lead here in the second OT.
Every time we speak to defenses before they play this guy, they all know he's going to get the ball thrown his way. They always come up with creative and exotic ways to try to cover him in the back end, but they're never able to get it done. This guy just beats coverage time and time again, and with that last catch, that's now his 15th receiving score of the season.
Now in the second overtime, you must go for the 2-point conversion. To the air, it's Levin. They got it. Executed beautifully, and the lead is 8 in double overtime. They need to answer with a touchdown. Wants to go up top on first down. Complete on the comeback. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
When you're throwing these comeback routes, man, the timing has got to be so good between the two of them because you know the ball is going to be in the air a long time. You can't throw it late. It's going to get picked. That time, really nice job getting it out early, and the receiver doing a nice job on his route so that the ball was right on him as soon as he turned around.
Here comes the heat. That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Back to pass. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too, but don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
3rd down in overtime, and they need to get it to the end zone. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. And the quick shuffle pass. And they'll get him down inside the 5, but this offense powering for the score.
Really good job by the defense, understanding 3rd down, the situation of the game. I play a little bit deeper, take away the sticks, react to shorter. I got to go get him on the ground now. Nice job making the tackle, but playing the down and distance first, and now forcing a 4th down.
4th down. Pick it up here or this game is over. Trying to do it on the ground. Touchdown, Horned Frogs! They got one score they needed. Now they need the deuce to send us to triple OT.
Man, what a great response by this offense, going down the field, scoring the touchdown. Now, I got to go for 2. I know the new overtime rules. They changed this years ago. Jesse, you should work on this in practice. What's your go-to 2-point play right here?
I'll tell you, after running the ball as well as they did on that last touchdown, I could see them doing it again. I think they've got confidence in the big fellas up front to get it done, find a way into the end zone, and be more physical.
Looking to pass. It's Hoover. He's got it for the 2, and we're all tied up. And now it's all 2-point conversion attempts from here on out. He wants to throw it. They got it done with the 2, and now they hold the edge deep in overtime. So now they'll need to answer to keep this game alive. Moves. They'll go to the air. He gets into the end zone, and the 2-point conversion ties the game. Shall we? And we'll see just how far down the play sheet they have to go for this 2-point try. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Tremendous execution to get the 2, and now they turn up the heat. Make it and play on, miss it and lose. On the option. Now the pitch. They are denied. The 2-point try is stopped, and a game-winning play by this defense in overtime. What a show both of these teams put on today. Couple of outstanding squads, hotly contested battle all the way to the very end.
Yeah, we came into this one expecting this to be a back-and-forth battle. We knew it was going to go down late into the 4th quarter. At the end of the day, the higher-ranked team, David, they were really able to lean on those playmakers and that leadership they've got in the locker room.
Yeah, and now I think even more so, you're starting to believe in them. They're battle-tested. This team they find a way to get things done. That's why they're ranked where they're at. And I expect this team to stay in contention for the college football playoff because they're proving week in and week out they're a really good squad.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation